Now, in addition to the Services Admin Center, you are going to want to determine the use of certain applications. And in those cases, Microsoft actually has separate admins for those applications. For example, the use of Microsoft Exchange. This is where you're going to determine the use of email within your system. Now, obviously, you won't be able to look in or determine how email is sent, but you will be able to determine how this email is going to affect the rest of what the user does while they're working within your team. If you're going to allow other people to use the live event and to conduct meetings, you are going to need to set policies. Now, there's a sample policy already here, but you can add in to that policy depending on how you want this application to be used. Now, Skype in particular, you can look at the legacy portal. And as you recall, these settings will determine how your team will be able to use Skype for Business. If you have individuals that will be using your OneDrive, you will want to be specific about how you want them to use it. As you can see here, when it comes to external sharing of links, you can make it most permissive or least permissive. And again, this really depends on what it is that you're doing with your team. You can determine storage limits as well as days that files are retained. So the rest of the individual admin centers will depend on whether or not you are using these applications in your team. Prior to allowing others to use them though, you will want to set the policies for them. Applications such as Flow, Yammer, and Dynamics can extend outside of your team as well as outside your organization, so you are going to want to determine how users are going to be allowed to use it. And Office 365 also has a security and compliance panel where you can determine that your data as well as your customers' data is secure. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.